How's it going, everybody? Chancellor Caveman Precision. We are in the part 2 of testing the Super Sabers. Let me make sure this thing is recording first. All right, we're on. So I got the bow paper tuned to both the Max Stealth and hold on, and the Super Saber. So I got the bow dialed in at 20. Oh, the sun is blinding. At my house, and I got a broadhead and fill point. Or I got two broadheads, a broadhead on a Super Saber and a broadhead on the Max Stealth to hit dead on at 20 yards. All the arrows are Noctune. Both arrows are shooting bullet holes. They're both hitting exactly where I'm aiming with broadheads at 20 yards. So the playing field is equal. So I have the target set at 30 yards. And we're just going to do a quick sight-in. 20 or a quick sight in with 30 and 40, and then once I get that close, as long as I get my 40 pin pretty much dialed, because that is my slider, I will step back to 50, shoot, step back to 60, shoot. If I'm feeling confident, I'll step back to maybe 70, but if 60 is where I'm hitting pretty good, I'm thinking about slapping on the QAD Exodus on Max Stealth and Super Sabers and test out some arrow flight. That's pretty much what I'm here to do today. Is I want to see which vein is more accurate out to those further distances with the broadhead that I'll be shooting for 2023. That's pretty much it. Before I forget, please like, comment, subscribe. I don't like doing this part. It's very cringe, but it's very helpful if people subscribe, like, comment, share, trying to get this page as big as possible. So without further ado, I will turn the camera at the target. Beautiful. Let's do a quick little pan of that mountain again. Whoo, look at that. As a beautiful mountain in Maui. We had a crazy storm the past 2 days where flooding was happening a lot. So right when everything comes in, we have to have a massive storm, but it cleared up perfect. There's no wind. We are at 30 yards, and I will be aiming for the center of that target. Let's hopefully all the arrows don't blow through. First shot is the Super Saber. Let's see where that is hitting. I can't even see. Okay, so it looks like I'm hitting low. We'll go one shot with the Max Stealth. And then I will adjust my pin slightly down. Okay, that shot's a little better. Just a touch to the right. That was the first shot of the day with the Super Saber. So let's get one more in. Okay, that's a better shot. Let's go do a quick check just to get a ballpark of where I am. Accidentally turned off the camera. Oh, I guess the first shot wasn't low. All right, that's not too bad. Oh, there we go. So this is the first shot with the Super Saber. Blew straight through the target. You can tell this is a little ghetto rigging of my target. Check this out. So that is the Super Saber, the second one, and then that's the Max Stealth. I'm pretty happy with that. I kind of pulled this one a little bit. I think I'm gonna call this okay. I might shoot again at 30, but if I hit pretty much where I'm aiming, I'll call that good for now. My goal is just to get that 40 pin dialed, because that is my slider. If I'm a little high or a little low at 30, not too worried about that. I can always come back out and just sight in one pin. I can't do too much precise shooting because all my smaller dots up there are blocked by the strap. I guess I'll shoot these. I'll aim for these, but as you can tell, those QAD Exodus broadheads absolutely destroyed this target. I do have a brand new one that I got, but I kind of don't feel like putting broadheads into that right away because I just got it. So that Sabre that I've had it for about a year. I've put thousands of shots into that thing, and I don't know how much shots I've put into that target with broadheads. So it definitely can take a lot of arrows. But that new one, once I get broadheads dialed and I'm happy with how they're hitting out to 70 yards, is where I feel pretty accurate at a longer distance. 70 yards is where I feel comfortable at longer distances and where I'm the most consistent. But for now, I think I'm gonna just do a quick step back to 40, and we shall go from there. Stay tuned for that. Okay, so I step back to 40. Excuse me. Step back to 40. Double check. Make sure you double check every arrow, or at least check it every time you either miss a target or go through the target, because you never know what the arrow hit on the other side. I have blown up, or I wouldn't say blown up. Where did I put my release? But I've derailed the bow because it had my arrow had a slight crack in it, and that wasn't that fun. I was paper tuning the bow. It had a small crack in it, and well, it exploded pretty much. So we're gonna go one shot at 40 with the Super Saber, and I'm trying out my new 0.10 thousandths pin. Oh, that sun's right in the eye. Woo! Height is good on that one, and I swear, as I was shooting, the sun was getting brighter and brighter. I might have to. Okay, there we go. Of course, I finished work and the sun is setting. Okay, every arrow is noctuned. They're all shooting bullet holes, so I have no excuses of where these are hitting. If I'm aiming in the middle, they should be hitting in the middle. Oh, that is dead center. I'm pretty sure that just went straight to the target. I'll shoot one more max stealth and then one more Super Saber. Right now is the Super Saber coming up next. And then I'm feeling pretty accurate with this setup so far. Might just jump straight back to 70. pulled that one a little high. Also got the mag view, so I want to throw it on the tripod and get some footages that way, or get some footage that way of some arrow flight, because I think that'd be pretty cool. That's the whole reason why I bought it, and to film some people while we're hunting. Oh man, these Maxtels, they are just pounding it in the middle. I got a Super Sabre that is, the height is good, it's just a little to the left. Pulled that one a little high too. Yeah. Let's go. That one's to the right. Zoom out. Hopefully this audio is better, because I was just running just using the iPhone mic, and some people were telling me it was hard to hear, so let's hope that this is better. And if not, please let me know. Also, please let me know on my form. I'm always willing to learn. Anybody have any advice or anything that they could teach me or show me, I'm more than willing to learn and take advice. So if you do, please let me know in the comments. But not bad. Yeah, I've shot a lot better, and I've also shot a lot worse, but here we go. Let's push these ones through. So these are touch high. This is decent height, good height, just a little to the left. And I pulled these ones. So what I'll probably do is shoot 40 again, get a little bit more consistent group at 40. And once I do that, I will basically test out the sight tape. My bow is shooting about 295 feet per second, which is a lot faster than my old set, about 10 feet per second faster. Last time I did it with, I have the black gold, I got really lucky, shot it through the chronograph, took the average, and just threw on what the sight tape, or what the average told me to do. Picked the sight tape FPS, and I was on all the way out to 96 yards. I didn't have to test. I basically threw on the sight tape, stepped back to 50, shot it on 60, on 70, on, till I was comfortable at 70, stepped back to 75, sight tape was still on, 80, 90, 95, 96. That's as far as I could go before I was at a weird angle where I was shooting before. So I'm hoping that I got lucky again with this sight tape, and I can just basically do the same thing. But for now, I'm gonna take a couple more shots at 40, and I will show you where I'm at after that. Okay, I had a good group with both up to 40 yards. Forgot to record that, but that's not too bad. I know why my Super Sabers are consistently hitting higher. The arrow weight of the Max Stealths are 443 grains, and the total arrow weight for the Super Sabers are 434 grains. So it's a 9 grain difference. So I am hitting a little bit higher. Now, I'm really not too concerned about the height right now, because all I really have to do is shoot the Super Sabers through the chronograph, and then I can see how fast they're shooting and then adjust from there. But for now, I just really want to see how good they group. I'm grouping good left and right. I just want to see if both, I just want to see which group's better, whether the Super Sabers group better or whether the Max Stealths group better. And so far, it's pretty equal. I had two Super Sabers basically stacked on each other. But broadheads are what I'm probably going to shoot next. I'm going to shoot a few at to 60 right now. Just roll my sight tape to 60 and shoot a couple with some fill points, and then I will screw on some broadheads, and we will go from there. But for right now, let me set this all up, and we can start shooting out to 60 yards. Okay, just to double check. Yep, we are 60 on the dot. $60 on the sight tape. We will throw out a Super or a Max Stealth first. I love it when days are like this. No wind, sun is slowly setting. Got about maybe an hour left of sunlight before it's completely black. So we can get some good shots in. Oh, hold on, this arrow hit the dirt. Let me double check that. Okay, solid flex. Solid flex with no sound or breakage. Get a good stance. Here we go. 60 yards with the Max Stealth. That was not a good shot. Probably should have let down after I did a little jerky jerk on that one. Let's try that again. Super Sabre. Wow. Pretty high and pull down to the left. Let's try that again. It looks like I'm a little high and to the left, so I can adjust my left and right. Okay. Height is, it's high, but the left and right is good. Max Stealth. That felt like a good shot. Okay, now it's high too. Looks like I'm hitting a little high with both veins. Try this last Super Sabre. Ooh, that was even higher. Left and right is good. Now, this is my first time shooting 60 yards in about 2 months. I was waiting for some parts from PSC to fix my limbs. Yeah, I kind of had some splintering. Don't know why, but it is a 70 pound, or the serial number is for a 60-pound bow. When I bought it, the bow and arrow shop built it for me with 70-pound limbs. So when they ordered me new limbs, I wanted 70 and they came with 60, and it took them a long time to build those limbs, so they had to send back those 60-pound limbs. Took them a while to get the 70-pound limbs to them. Right as they sent it, Thanksgiving happened, so yeah, it took a while for them to get me my stuff. So I hadn't shot my bow for a while because I didn't feel like shooting cracked or splintered limbs. But so 60 yards. It's been a while since I shot 60 yards. So don't judge me. I'm only human too. So here we go. This one went through. Push this one back. So they're all hitting a little high. These two are not bad. Pulled that one, and pulled that one. So I will shoot that again, just to get a nice practice out to 60. I don't think I'm going to shoot 70 today, but I will screw on some broadheads and shoot them out to 60 yards and see where they're hitting. So did a couple mag view shots, a couple slow-mos, a couple cinematics. I added a yard to the sight. So I was at 60, rolled it to 61. Looks like I'm hitting just a little high. Couple shots I pulled to the right, but in grouping is not bad. Let's check it out. So I might have to add one more yard to that sight tape. I might just roll it to 62. But this is a good group. And then we got this, and these Super Sabers, I would say they're grouping the best. That's out to 60 right there. I've definitely shot better, but I've definitely shot better, but I also shot a lot worse. But I mean, that's not that bad. That's about maybe 2.5 inches from the farthest arrow. That's a good group. And from this arrow to the max stealth is maybe about 4 inches. But these Super Sabers are performing very well. And I've done a lot of shooting yesterday, from paper tuning to knock tuning to shooting broadheads out to 20, working all day today. So if we're going off pure arrow forgiveness, I would have to say Super Sabers are coming in first place. And like I said in the part 1, I'm really looking for the most accurate and forgiving setup. Anybody can shoot really good when they're well rested, when they got no injuries. Not saying that I'm injured, but when they didn't work a full 8-hour shift, when they got a full 8 hours of sleep, when they drank enough water, didn't eat sugar, had a good meal, anybody can shoot good. It really depends on whether you hiked 10 miles in, found the biggest bull of your life, whether you worked a 10-hour shift, whether you only got 4 hours of sleep, whether you didn't have the best meal, you ate fast food, can you perform or be at least accurate when all the chips are stacked against you? We shall see. The final test I'm going to do right now is the broadhead test, because I know how well these max cells perform with the QAD Exoduses. They perform very well. Let's say I don't shoot the best groups with fill points with the max cells, but as soon as I throw on a broadhead, they shoot better. That's all that really matters to me. If my broadheads are flying great, I mean, that's what kills the animals, right? So, got the got the Super Sabre. Oh my goodness. Got the QAD Exodus broadheads right here. I got 2 arrows that are in there in my quiver that already have broadheads on that I know are shooting very well. So I'm going to shoot those. I think what I'm going to do is shoot 3 Max Deltas broadheads, walk over, check it out. Shoot 3 Max Deltas broadheads, walk it over, or Super Sabers. Basically gonna switch. Shoot a group with the Max Deltas, shoot a group with the Super Sabers, and then go back and forth until I feel like I've got enough data to see which veins I want to shoot. So I'm gonna add 1 more yardage to the sight tape, throw on these broadheads, and let's see how they fly. All right, here we go. First shot with broadheads. First up with broadheads are the Max Dells. Woo! That's a good shot. That was a really good shot. Felt good. And this 0.10 pin for my slider is amazing. I'm so glad I changed it. I had 0.19, which was good, but man, that 0.10 is the way to go. I might make them all 0.10. Woo! It's looking good from here. That one might be a little high. I accidentally cut off the camera for a second, but it's gonna be pretty tough to beat. Let's check it out. Here we go. This is 3 QAD Exoduses at 60 yards, or did I say 3? I can't remember. But 3 Exoduses, 60 yards with maybe from the 2 furthest arrows, I'd say maybe 3 inches, 3.5 inches. But these 2 arrows are beautiful. I did add a yard, so right now I'm shooting 60, about half a yard, so 61.5, and that's looking like it's money. But that is going to be a good group for the Max Stealth. Now I could just straight up suck right after this. I'm only human. I'm going to keep repeating that, but but like I said, that group, that's a dang good group. I would take that group any day. Yeah, would I like them all to be stacking each other? Of course, anyone would. But for realistic terms, I'm happy with that. So, all right, now I'm going to set up the camera again, and I will shoot the Super Sabers. Now, for that to even be better, I'm going to have to be slicing veins off and Robin Hooding arrows, or at least get them consistently tighter. But without further ado, I'll set the camera up, and Super Sabers is up next. Broadhead test with the Super Sabers. light conditions isn't the best for me right now. I usually like it just a little bit more lighter, or a little bit more lit. Here we go. I'm gonna try aim for that top part of the circle, because if I aim in the middle, whew, these arrows will go through, so I gotta try and improvise. I think after these shots, I'm probably gonna call it good, because if I keep going, it's gonna get dark, and that's not gonna be fun getting out of here. Sounds like I'm hitting in a good spot, height-wise. So let's check it out. Let's go check it out. Those shots did break pretty good, so we shall see. Not bad. I definitely have one low. So those two are money. Like, it's a little, I'm hitting a little to the left, but that probably just me being tired, pulling the boat to the left, and then I got one low. So I would say I will make a conclusion pretty soon once I break down everything and maybe get to the car. So stay tuned for the conclusion if you really care. Okay, decided to shoot one more quick round. Didn't set up the camera, takes too long, and I definitely pulled one, but I would say the Super Sabers are a lot more consistent. So I definitely pulled that one, but I mean, I'm consistently getting two of them that are almost touching. I mean, within an inch of each other, out to 60 yards almost every time. So I don't know. I will make the conclusion pretty soon. It's about to get dark. I will basically break everything down, and conclusion is coming up soon. Well, as you can tell, I am no longer at the park, and I am sitting in my garage. First things first, both of these veins performed very well. I am much more familiar with the Maxtels. Shot them for the past 2 years, and they perform very well. Are there other vein companies out there? Yes. Could their veins be better than mine? The ones that I'm using now? Probably. But these are the veins that I've been testing. These are the veins that I like to shoot. So this is why I picked this vein and this vein. Now I've only been shooting this for the past 6 months. Haven't harvested an animal yet. That would be like a completely different video. Basically broadhead testing animals and seeing how lethal this broadhead is. It's damn sharp, I'll tell you that for sure. But with shooting these into the target with broadheads and how easy they tune and how they fly, how quiet they are, how accurate they are, this is a damn good broadhead. And it performs very well with these Maxtels. Now, this is the first time that I shot the Super Sabers past 20 yards with field points and broadheads, and to say the least, they are top notch. I was hitting a little bit high when I was sighting in, so I did small adjustments, but when I was shooting, I wasn't really worried about impact. If I was hitting far left or right, then I would change it, but I did notice that these were impacting slightly higher than the Maxtels. These are 9 grains lighter, so that probably has something to do with it, but even with these impacting slightly higher, I was getting a lot more consistent groups with field points. Now, when I threw on some broadheads, I shot a very good group with the Maxtels, and then after that, I slowly started to get tired over and over.
shooting. So my accuracy was slightly dropping, but even with that, these arrows were grouping more consistently the tired I got. Yeah, they were slightly off to the left. When I do get tired, I do pull the bow to the left. And they were impacting a little higher. I did shoot one group without the camera. It's a pain in the butt to set everything up, and it was getting dark, so I just sent 3 arrows, and they were a lot closer to the middle of the target. Out to 60 yards, I had to roll my dial to 61. My sight tape is a little hot, so once I did that, I was a lot closer to the middle. But these vanes, these Super Sabers, I think I'm gonna be running them for 2023. Tomorrow I will go back and shoot again. I'm probably gonna have to bring a new target because I was blowing through the one that I have in my car right now. That thing has taken some beatings, so we will see if I really want to destroy this brand new target that I got. But for right now, I think I will be using the Super Sabers for 2023. They are consistently grouping better, even when I was dropping in accuracy, which I'm looking for a very forgiving setup this year. This upcoming year. Last year I was I had to pay some dues in that mountain, from bows breaking to heartbreak of losing animals, to one of our hunting zones shutting down because the road got washed out. So this upcoming season, I'm looking for the most forgiving, accurate setup, consistent setup, and I think I'll be using these Super Sabers for 2023. I will shoot them again tomorrow, like I said, just to triple check everything, but I'm really stoked on how these performed. I did fletch up a bunch of these Max Stealth, so we shall see when I want to rip all of those off and slap on all the Super Sabers. For right now, I'll probably just leave them like that, and sight in with these Super Sabers. But like I said, I'll shoot them one more time out to some distance and really put them to the test. But I think for now, I conclude that these Super Sabers are what I'll be using. Hopefully these videos and clips help you decide. If not, hopefully they're entertaining. But DCA, you developed some damn good vanes, so I'm super stoked on that. In the future, I might test other vanes, but for right now, these are what I'm going to be testing. So they're not performing bad. It's not like there is a dramatic change in accuracy from the Max Stealth to the Super Sabers. One day I might shoot the Super Sabers absolutely horrible. I just might be shooting off that day. That might not even be the vane's fault. It's the human shooting the bow. One day I might shoot the Max Stealths even better. So, but I did notice, because I've been shooting the Max Stealths for the past 2 years, when the shot doesn't feel as good and doesn't break as clean, basically the accuracy isn't as good. Let's say I break, it doesn't feel the best, it breaks slightly off. I would say that that mess up is increased, if that makes sense. They're not as forgiving. With these, I had a couple shots where I'm like, it didn't feel the best. It was slightly, I was kind of off on that one. As I'm walking up to the target, I'm like Hey, that's pretty dang good. That's a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. I kind of torqued that bow a little bit more than normal. The front shoulder kind of creeped up a little bit more than normal, and that's damn good for how bad that shot felt. So I'll be using these. I will test them again tomorrow. I keep saying that, but I just want to give both veins the best chance possible, and yeah. Hopefully this is informational, and I'll see you on the next one.